This is a kidnapping case that has gotten quite literally no media attention, and this mother needs our help. Before I get started today, please share this video and save it. It's going to help push this video out into the algorithm because this child needs to be returned to his mother. And I firmly believe that here on TikTok, we can help make that happen. Hansel Quiroz was last seen on June 16, 2023 when his mother dropped him off for visitation with his father. The following day, on June 17th, Maricela, his mother, had gone over to her parents' house when her ex-husband's now girlfriend showed up there. The girlfriend informed her that Hansel's father had every intention to not return him the following day when the custody visitation was up, and that he was going to be fleeing to Mexico. In what I can only assume would be a mother's worst nightmare and pure panic, she contacts 911. 911 informs her that the police cannot do anything until her son is not dropped off the following day. AKA, the police are not even willing to put one squad car outside that home to ensure that this child was dropped back off safely the following day. On a side note, I would be glad to spend my tax dollars for something like that. To ensure children get home safe from visitations, why are we not okay with spending tax dollars on that? Sure enough, the following morning, Sunday, June 28th, Hansel was not dropped off at his mother's, and she called the police to report her son as missing. Maricela was given a runaround and even had to go up to the courthouse to try and file a missing persons report on her own at a self-help kiosk. And as she was there begging for help, she was told that if she did not leave that courthouse in Pomona, she would be escorted off the property. Mind you, this is a mother whose son is now missing. Maricela felt abandoned by law enforcement and tried to lawyer up in hopes that that would help her get to her son quicker. The lawyer did help and was able to get the clearance to issue an Amber warning, but police then told her, well, we're kind of outside the window for that. Like, what do you want us to do? You know he's in Mexico. Like, what good would the Amber Alert do? The Amber Alert should have never been needed, you guys, if they would have just made sure this child made it home safely. This is Hansel's father, and this is a friend suspected of helping him as well. Maricela knows that her son is in Mexico. She has even gone to Mexico for help in person because the U.S. does have a treaty to help with situations like this. However, when she got there, she got nothing but another runaround. Brokenhearted, she came back to the U.S. and has ever since been pushing for media coverage on her son's disappearance, hoping that if enough people care, she can get the movement and traction that she needs to have law enforcement take this more seriously. The media is reluctant on covering this case, I'm assuming because in their eyes, it's just not sensational enough. And that should disgust every single one of us. Hansel's mom is doing everything in her power to help her son, and last year in 2024, she actually cold called the FBI and made some progress. The FBI has picked up Hansel's missing persons case and has also partnered with Interpol to see if they can find him. But it's 2025, and Hansel was taken in 2023. Far too long to wait to have the FBI involved. The police should have had this in their hands immediately when they knew that child crossed the border. So TikTok, let's do what we do best. This is Hansel's father, Felipe. And again, this is one of his friends who is believed to have assisted him in getting Hansel across the border. Felipe has extensive family in Mexico that go by the last name Quiroz and Jimenez. Those family members reside in Guadalajara, Jalisco, and Guerrero, Mexico. Hansel was also believed to have crossed the border in his father's vehicle, which at the time was a white Volkswagen. As a true crime content creator, I see far too often that we only talk about cases that are gory or sensational. We fail to mention the children that are still out there that could be saved, and Hansel is one of those children. Media won't talk about this case for the simple fact being it's not sensational enough for them. Hansel's life matters. And he doesn't need a tragic ending before it gets media attention. So please, TikTok, share this video, save this video, comment on this video, and like this video in that order because it triggers the algorithm better. If you have any information on where this child is or you know where he may be being kept at, please contact the FBI directly. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that, I have tagged his mother in the caption of this video. Reach out to her directly.